So this right here is a bee powered automated automatic food farm. And the food that I'm growing in this one is carrots. But you can also put potatoes or beetroot or even wheat in here and it'll make bread. Um, and I was AFKing here for about an hour. And this was the output I got. Got about um, 9 stacks and a half, or almost 10 stacks. So that's about 640 carrots in about an hour. So that's absolutely crazy. This thing just cranks out crops. And you could make this thing even faster if you went ahead and put the crops in rows. But yeah, I'm going to teach you how to make this. And the cool thing about this farm is that you get some honeycomb on the side from all these bees that you're housing. And like, this is a good amount of honeycomb. Like, that's a lot of honeycomb for just an hour. So this thing combines two different farms. It combines the bee powered crop farm and then also the automatic crop farm using the villagers. So to start this thing out, or you just make this 9x9 cube of farm to land. This middle row right here, go ahead and take out the farmland and put in a row where you're going to put all the flowers in. You're going to have to put a bucket of water right there in the middle of all of the farmland just to keep it all hydrated. When you eventually get the villager in here, he's going to have to be a farmer. So you're going to have to go ahead and put the composter in there. Make sure you put plenty of lights up in this thing. I made it 3 blocks high. Actually, I only made it 2 blocks high on the inside. And you have to at least make it 2 blocks high. You could make it higher and give the bees a little bit more room. The bees might like that a little bit. And then on one end, just right in the middle, what I did was I put this other villager in here. So let's go in there and check that out. We put the villager in there and he's actually on top of a hopper. So there's a hopper down there and there's also a hopper minecart in there. This little trap door, you're going to have to put that trap door there to keep that minecart from rolling out and to keep him in there. Put a little block right here so the other villager can walk up right here, but he can't actually get in there. You're gonna have to put that trap door there to make sure that he can't actually walk in any further. He's gonna go ahead and do his thing, harvesting all the crops. When it's a certain time of the day, he's gonna go over here and socialize with this guy and throw him all the crops. So you get about, I think it was like 2 stacks and a half every day of these carrots. And then to get the bee powered part, you're going to put this row of flowers in the middle so that they can get the pollen and then pollinate all the crops. So let's go out and I can show you how to put together these little modules for the bees. So I'll just build this on the outside so that you guys can see how those are made. To make these little modules that I made right here, go ahead and put the chest, 2 chests in a row. Put a hopper facing into the chest like that. Hold down shift to put the cart down, or to put the rail down. You can put the hopper minecart on top, and then you break the rail from underneath it. Once you have that in place, you can go ahead and put the beehive right there. I don't know why this one spawned with honey in it. That's kind of weird. And then to make this part automated, you're going to have to stick an observer out of the top. You need a solid block on top of it, a solid block on the back of it, and then go ahead and build 2 more just building blocks, any building blocks. I'm using spruce planks though. We're going to have to get a dispenser, put the dispenser facing in towards the beehive, right? And then we need a block of red dust on top there. And it is scalable, so you can't just put these all side by side. And then what I did was I put a stair upside down like that. Got rid of that just so it looks like a wall. Then I also put some spruce trap doors on the side, just so it looked a little bit cleaner. Yeah, so it looks like that on the side. And then you also need, don't forget these shears. You need to put the shears inside of there. So what happens is the bees go in and out of this. Every time they go in and out, it triggers the observer, right? So then when the observer gets triggered, it powers this block, which powers this redstone, which powers this blocks, and then powers the dispenser. The dispenser dispenses the shears, which automatically shears all of the honeycomb out of the beehive. All of the honeycomb goes into the hopper here, goes in the hopper down below, and ends up in the chest. Sometimes some carrots occasionally end up in there. That's okay. Yeah, and then you get a lot of honeycomb outputted, and you get a lot of crops outputted. And you do need to box in the bees. They can fit through a 1x1 gap, so if you just had a hole like that, some bees are going to escape. And it's good to fill in, like some people would say, oh, you don't really need these blocks here. But the bees seem to think that they can phase through those blocks if you don't put them there. So I would definitely recommend filling in all these blocks just so less of them get stuck back there. Which you can see right now, a lot of them are getting stuck back there. And you don't have to build this many of the honeycomb around the sides. You could just do 2 on each side, and I think that would be good. I just wanted to make sure that the carrots were growing as fast as possible. And then each of these honeycomb houses can house 3 bees. So I have 18 of the beehives total. So I think it was like 50 something bees. I just spawn them in there. But what you could do is you could just go around bone mealing some grass until you get some flowers. So once you get the flowers, you pick up the flowers. You either have to go to flower fields, flower biome. The flower biome is the best place to find bees, or a plains biome. You can find bees there as well. And then you'll find the beehive with some bees. You can put them on leads, so go ahead and put them on leads, pull 2 of them in here, or you can hold a flower and they will follow the flower around. Go ahead and get them in here, and then you can breed up more bees just by giving them flowers. So it's the same thing you do with cows, where you breed cows with wheat to make more cows. You breed bees with flowers, and then they make more. Cool, so the output on this thing is absolutely crazy. I've been really happy with it. Here's the results after just 1 hour. The 10 stacks of carrots and 10 and a half stacks of the honeycomb, so that's crazy. These were all the carrots that I got from the honeycomb chest that accidentally ended up in there. And these were the ones that the guy actually threw to this guy. Yeah, so I would make even this under here is just grass. I would honestly make that a hopper as well. So you put the chest there, put a hopper facing into it, put another hopper, put a rail, put a hopper minecart, and then put the villager right on top. I would even put another hopper right here, and then yeah, put the spruce trap door right on top of it, just so that guy can't move. And then this thing is all good to go. I'll show you guys the other farm I did. This one was a little bit faster, but it was also a lot bulkier. I think the other one is more compact. This one's a lot more compact of a design, and it gets similar output. This one had some issues with the minecarts. I know how to fix it, but I just don't think that this farm is worth it. I'll show you what 1 hour got me over here. So yeah, that's pretty comparable to the other farm. It's a little bit better, but I don't think it's worth it for the size difference. And yeah, if you guys didn't see my other video about the best ever steak farm, you guys should go check that out. But the design's right here. I do a block by block tutorial on that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you out. If you did enjoy it, leave a like. If you want to see more easy and effective farms like this, I do only the best farms, only the ones that are easy to make. Definitely subscribe, because you'll see more of that. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.